I used to think I was a good listener. Turns out I was just polite. I'd nod, hold eye contact, throw in a, yeah, totally, every now and then. And inside my head, I was just waiting for my turn to talk. You probably do the same thing. Almost everyone does. Which is why most conversations feel like two people taking turns presenting unrelated TED Talks at each other. Then I learned what active listening actually is. Not the watered down version where you just pay attention. It's an actual skill with real techniques. 3 of them specifically. And once I started using them, people started telling me things they hadn't told anyone in years. Strangers opened up. Friends got closer. And the weird part? They thought I was more interesting, even though I was barely saying anything. Let's get into it. Tool 1. Paraphrase what you heard. Not parrot it, paraphrase it. Someone says, I've been killing myself on this project and my boss still hasn't said a single word about it. I feel invisible. Most people respond with their own story or jump straight into advice mode. You don't. You say, so you're putting all this work in and it feels like nobody's even noticing. That's it. One sentence. Their own thought played back in your words. Sounds dumb until you actually try it. The other person basically melts. Because for once, somebody confirmed they understood instead of hijacking the conversation. And if you got it slightly wrong, they correct you. And now you're both on the same page anyway. It's almost cheating. Tool 2. Show you're actually there. This is the one people miss the most. You can be listening perfectly inside your head, but if your face looks like a bored ATM, the other person will assume you don't care. They'll wrap up early. They'll stop sharing the good stuff. Small signals do most of the work here. A nod, an at the right moment, raised eyebrows when something surprises you, leaning in a bit when it gets real. And one more thing. When they finish talking, don't immediately jump in. Pause for 1 second. That tiny pause tells them you actually thought about what they said instead of waiting for them to shut up. People only open up when they feel safe, and these tiny signals are what create that safety. Skip them, and the conversation stays surface level forever. Tool 3. This is the heavy one. Label the emotion you're hearing. Not the topic, the feeling underneath it. Your friend talks about a rough week at work. You say, that sounds exhausting. Maybe your partner mentions an upcoming trip, and you reply, you seem really excited about this one. Or a coworker tells you a project went sideways, and you go, I bet that was frustrating. 3 things happen. They feel like you understand them on a deeper level than anyone has that month. Sometimes they didn't even know what they were feeling until you named it. And they walk away from the conversation feeling lighter, even if you didn't solve anything. You don't have to nail it every time. If you get the emotion wrong, they'll correct you. And the fact that you tried still hits. Now here's the part nobody warns you about, and I'm only mentioning it because I learned the hard way. The second you become a good listener, people smell it. And some of them will absolutely use you. They'll dump every problem they have on you, every week, forever, and never once ask how you're doing. So pick who you do this with. Reserve it for people who do the same for you, or for moments where it actually matters. Otherwise, you become the group's unpaid therapist and nobody tips. The thing that ties all of this together, and you can't fake this, you have to actually care, at least a little. People can tell when you're running a technique versus when you're genuinely curious. The paraphrasing, the signals, the labels, none of them work as tricks. They only work as expressions of real interest. Dale Carnegie wrote about this almost 100 years ago in How to Win Friends and Influence People. His whole point was that you make more friends in 2 months by being interested in others than you will in 2 years trying to be interesting. Book's still a banger, links below. So pick one tool, use it in your next conversation, and watch what shifts. People stop performing. They tell you the real stuff. And weirdly, you stop having to try so hard because the conversation does the work for you. That's all from me. Costs you a like and a subscribe if it helped. Catch you in the next one.